We're talking Tennessee. The Volunteers are currently working on a top 10 class, 2 weeks until the 2026 signing day, but we got a few pivotal recruits to talk about today, Steve, and let's start with the one that was in Knoxville over the weekend, former A&M pass rusher commitment. Jordan Carter was on campus. His recruitment, it's heating up. What's the intel coming out of Knoxville?
Yeah, it goes by Breeze Carter. Tennessee would love to see him breezing in the backfields for years to come on the next level. This was his second game visit to Neyland Stadium since he reopened the process last month, and I like where it's trending for Tennessee. That's the vibe I'm getting right now. The orange. They got to hold off Georgia Tech. He's also going to take a trip to Auburn, but I think Tennessee is setting the tone for Jordan Breeze Carter at this point in his process.
All right, that's an exciting recruitment. Now, let's talk about a big flip that could be in the works. Defensive lineman J.J. Finch. Steve, he's committed to Alabama. You were at his game on Friday night. What is the inside scoop on Finch?
I thought he would tell me that his recruitment was shut down and he was locked in with Alabama after attending the Crimson Tide's win over LSU. But he was at Tennessee the weekend before that, and the Vols have his interest. He thinks he is a perfect fit in that defense for Coach Banks, Coach Garner and company, and he continues to keep Tennessee very warm. Spoke to another source around Finch on Monday morning, and he corroborated that Tennessee is very much in the mix for the newly minted 4-star recruit from Indianapolis that played a fantastic football game on Friday night, Josh. Warren Central went out and beat Center Grove on the road, a big upset in the Hoosier State playoffs. He played every snap on defense, was relentless in the backfield a ton, very disruptive. Easy to see why these SEC programs coveted him so much, and Tennessee is working hard to flip him from Alabama down the stretch.
So with signing day just over 2 weeks away, who else is Tennessee making a late push for?
There's a few guys still on the board. Running back remains a major position of need for Tennessee, and Amari Latimer, Wisconsin commit, is at the forefront of their board. He is someone that they've always been high on, and he's had a relationship with, got him to campus a few weeks ago, and I think Tennessee is emerging as one of the major contenders to flip him. Miami also in the mix. I did like Ohio State earlier in the season, but they actually flipped Legend Bay from Tennessee.
Yeah.
They're done on the offensive side of the ball for a skill position standpoint. So maybe that helps Tennessee in the long run with Amari Latimer, who's a riser in the Rivals 300, 210-pound physical back between the tackles that can really run, has all the traits to be one of the best tailbacks in the SEC. Tennessee in the middle of that recruitment. Offensive line is another area where they would like to add another guy that they think could be a championship-level difference maker. Micah Champ-Smith, they're at the forefront of that recruitment, committed to UCLA. Ole Miss is involved. Illinois is in the picture for Micah Smith. He took a visit to Ohio State, but I think they're out. But Tennessee is a program that I think is moving up the board for Micah Smith. And then Genevieve Carr, committed to Florida right now, but Tennessee strongly in the mix there. And then Carter Gooden's a 4-star edge rusher committed to UCLA that I'm expecting at the Tennessee-Vanderbilt game. But we'll see if something were to develop with Jordan Carter beforehand or one of those other targets. J.J. Finch.
All right. Now, there was some other news in Tennessee land on Sunday. Boo Carter, the disgruntled sophomore DB/punt returner, is no longer a part of the team. It sounds like after a meeting with Josh Heupel and some coaches, he was dismissed from the volunteer program. Now, you exchanged some texts with his camp afterward. What's maybe the intel on who could be involved with Boo Carter once he does hit the transfer portal?
The NFL season continues to rip and roar, and who doesn't love to see their favorite NFL teams live and in person, especially when you can go with family or friends. But tickets aren't easy to find, and getting deals on last-minute tickets can be frustrating when all you want is to be there for that moment your team runs out on the field. Well, thankfully, the GameTime app gives the advantage back to the fans. It's the hack for unlocking amazing ticket experiences, and it only takes a few simple clicks. The app is easy to use, and the GameTime guarantee means that you can trust that you'll get 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price. Plus, those fees are included, so what you see is what you pay. And you can even get NFL games as low as $100, and that's why I use the GameTime app. It's super simple, and it makes the experience of buying great seats a breeze. And one of the coolest features I've seen with the GameTime app is the lowest price guarantee. GameTime will credit you 100% of the difference to guarantee you're getting the lowest price if you find cheaper tickets elsewhere. So here's what we're going to do. Download the GameTime app, create an account, and use the promo code WILTFONG, WILTFONG, for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. That's WILTFONG, WILTFONG, for $20 off. GameTime, last minute tickets, lowest prices guaranteed.
Yeah, some programs that I believe they're expecting some mutual interest from when his transfer portal process takes off: Texas Tech, Nebraska, Miami, Louisville, Kentucky, Alabama, Texas A&M, some of the programs mentioned. He's going to take 1 to 2 visits before quickly locking in his future and starting his next chapter. But Boot Carter is a very talented guy that made some big plays during his career at Tennessee, was also a factor on special teams. We'll see what a fresh start somewhere else with a new coaching staff can do for him. But I do think he will be very coveted out of the transfer portal.
Yeah. All right, Tennessee fans, talk with us. How you feeling about this 2026 class? 2 weeks until signing day. What additions do you want to see? Let us know. Put it in the comment section below.